What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again from another video, and today we're here with To Your Eternity Season 2, Episode 2. Last episode was it hit the fucking ground running, in the only way that To Your Eternity knows, which is bringing back Hayase in some shape, form, or fashion, which is her granddaughter, what's her name? Hitomi? Oof. We'll find out. We'll find out in this episode. But not only did Hayase technically come back, but Tanari. We actually got Tanari and Sandal as well. Really good seeing them. Also got the time skip. And I'm going to assume that that's not going to be the only time skip that we get in this show, because when I think I've said this time and time again, but when you're dealing with an immortal, prepare yourself for a story that spans hundreds and hundreds of years. So yeah, we'll see what happens now. I believe that everybody's knocked out at the moment because of the morning glory. However, Tanari is the only one still about face. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all that other stuff. You're just a lurker. I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more To Your Eternity or something totally different, the best place to send that in, it's always my social media links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early or the full length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Links going to be in the description for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to join that. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Yeah, not looking at this. I'm gonna be very careful in not looking at this. Yeah, I want to watch it, but I don't want to chance some heinous shit being on there and getting spoiled, I guess. So I'm gonna look away. In the corner of my eyes, I can see that a lot of shit is moving, and I really want to know what the fuck is going on the screen, but I know I shouldn't look, so not until somebody like confirms that I can look. Yeah, it means you gotta die, bitch. No, gotta let her live. Gotta figure her out real quick. Ugh. Don't tell me that. Yo! Holy fuck. Nice. Oh fuck. Yeah. Oh fuck. Fuck. What the fuck? They killed my dog? Oh no, they're killing my dog. Bro. Dude. Oh, dude, no. Really? Already? We just got you back. You don't lie to me. Oh. Dude. Oh, God. Nice. Yeah, you can't live like that, bro. Like, right, everybody goes through it. Oh, that is facts though. he he just keeps on living. Oh, yeah, change it to him. Oh fuck. Fuck. Oh man. March. Oh. Oh shit. Even his older brother Shin. Oh, Boozman. Reen's dead. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Roy. Fuck. All right, he still doesn't. I'm an idiot. He still doesn't know that's. Oh fuck. Oh. Let's go. Oh. Oh, nice. So it's just another perk. Fushi's almost like a video game character in that way. Damn. Oh, a journal. Oh no. Does the journal have? Oh no. Fuck. Bro, Tanari's like the ultimate. Damn, Tanari was the ultimate weapon. She was trying to make herself into a fucking great perk for my dog. Ah, oh, dude, not my. I mean, I don't think they're trying to ruin the whole world. Hmm. Find out how to control him. Oh, maybe. Can Usami control him? That might be. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh my god, bro. Is it? Wait. Is this raps for her too? Oh, it's raps for her. So it might actually be raps for her, but we're going hard on the whole like Hayase bloodline thing. Okay. No, ma'am. Oh, I don't think Fushi knows about the birds and the bees. Fuck. Yeah, he doesn't know. Fuck. Oh no. Way too early, dog. Forgot that Fushi doesn't know how kids are made. Yeah, She could be in the same position as you. Just need somebody who understands. Oh shit, the morning glory. But they not hearing none of that bullshit. Oh fuck. Where you running to, nigga? Okay, I thought. What? Fuck. Right. Currency exchange. Completely forgot. But bartering still works. Bartering still works. Let's go. 7 days in one place. Okay. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh shit. Nice, Leered. Oh, Leered. Oh. Oh man. Oh yeah, they don't respect. Damn it. How long has it been? What? How long has it been? Did I miss him? Okay. Oh damn. What? How long has it been? How long has it been? What the fuck? Oh shit. Is that Fat Chi? Fat Chi? That's great. Oh. Let's go, Fat Chi. This is good that he's learning. Oh, man. What the fuck? How long? Bro, is that like... That's like... What did he say? He was the 6th? Or the... I don't remember. It's been at least 6... It's been like... Give or take 100 years. Oh my god. What? She was 17. They must have had him pretty young. It's probably like this. It's been about, yeah, it's been about 100 years. 100 or so. Maybe a little less. That's crazy. That time skip is crazy. I mean, I knew we had to get time skips like eventually, but like that's a long fucking time skip. That's a long way. Like, Jesus Christ, that's a long ways away. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of fucking time, man. Was those new characters? No, I don't want to see the next. Was those new characters in that whatever. Okay. That was a lot. Oh my god, that was a lot. Okay, so that sucks, man. We lost Tighnari in episode 2. Thing is that Tighnari's death came pretty quick, and I mean like to the point that like it almost felt like too quick. I want to say it felt too quick, but the way that she died, right, was very, what's the word? how it's the way that everybody would want to die, right? Tanara was maybe 50, 60 years old. Probably like 50 something years old. And while that's young for like modern day times, like that's a young age to die, but this is not prehistoric, but this is like technically years and years, centuries and centuries before modern day. So dying at 50 is probably like what a lot of people would consider a full life. Is it actually? No. There's so much more life that Tanari could have lived, but in the grand scheme of Tanari continuously helping people, her final actions led up to her, aiding Fushi by turning her body into a worthy vessel for him to actually use, which is one, it's very on brand for Tanari because, as I said, she is gifted with the ability to help people wherever she goes, but also since she knows that Fushi is immortal and will go on to outlive all of us most likely, or at least outlive all of us theoretically. Of course, that her final thing is to give Fushi a body that she can use, that he can use, like whether it's in battle, to bypass poison or anything like that, or just to ward off the main knocker that the what do you call it? What do we call that knocker? Like the knocker that's in Hayase, the Hayase knocker, I guess you could say, to ward him off, right? And all of Hayase's like descendants and stuff, which we'll get to. So while it's really sad that we lost Tanari so quickly, she died around friends, friend and family that she greatly loved and appreciated and stuff like that. So while it's sad to lose Tanari so quickly, I'm glad that she died the way she did, because there could have been way worse ways to die than just around friends and family, and being able to give to somebody who you greatly appreciate, like Fushi. I like that Fushi had this moment with Tanari where Tanari wants to see all the people that he met, and Fushi shows Tanari that Fushi shows Tanari the people that he met, and throughout showing Tanari all these people, he starts to break down because he's realizing how many people, like, not only, it's a couple of reasons, right? Not only how many people died for him, but and how many people died before he did, but how many people will continue to die before he did, because it wasn't just like, oh, Uroi and Upa and Mia and Gugu and March and Perona and Piora and stuff like that. It was more people. It was Gugu's brother. It was Reen, like, which was crazy. Reen's dead. Like, how did she die? Because at this point, Reen should be what, 50 something? Not even that. Reen was younger. Reen should be like what, 50, 60? Like, once again, not very old. At the most part, Reen should be like should have been like a little older than Tanari, and the fact that she died was crazy. So realizing that all these people died while he's continuing to live is, a huge weight on his shoulders. But not only that, but realizing that these people that did die for him also had other people like in their lives, right? Which is just devastating. But on top of that, adding Tanari to that list of people, I can't blame Fushi for not wanting to make friends and embrace people, because he rather not see them die. The different, Sandal tried to make the point that, like, you losing people isn't something that's unique to you. Everybody loses somebody that they care about, and everybody dies and loses people and all this other stuff. But Fushi rightfully corrects them and says, but I live through all of it, like he doesn't die along with him. Now, like, could he die? Could Fushi theoretically die? Yes, but he's immortal. He's not going to die. If he does, it's not anytime soon. It'll be centuries and centuries after all of this, right? So Fushi does have a point that, like, yes, it's not unique to him that people die, and people people lose friends, family, and all this other stuff, lovers and all that. But for him, as an immortal, he has to live through all that. He has to live through more of that than the normal human being. So he has a point. Though, like I've been saying over and over again, that's still no way to live. People, you need people, and if Fushi is going to continue on this journey of becoming more human, becoming more of a fleshed out human, or just a fleshed out person in general, he needs other people. He needs to learn from other people. He needs to teach other people, and that's how you completely fill out your personality and the person that you grow to become. So he's gonna need more interaction. He's gonna need more friends. He's gonna need more enemies. He's going to need more people, so hiding and secluding yourself isn't gonna work, though I completely understand why he would. That's tough to, that's just tough. I don't know how else to put it. It is tough. I am glad, though, like I said, that we were able to give to Tanari a decent send-off. Fushi saying, like, no, I really like Tanari. She was cool, right? And Tanari finally getting that as she passes away. Sucks to see Sandal go as well, but I'm glad that he could go out and live a normal life as well. I think he said he was going to become like a mailman or something. No, I think he said that he was going to go give them like the news of her death and stuff. But hopefully he went out and lived like a normal life. But just sucks to say goodbye to those people so quickly. We have a conversation with the creator, where he's basically like talking about, oh hey, there's more knockers somewhere out there, and Fushi's like, that's not good news at all. Like, why are these people, I say people, but fucking they're just controlling people. But like, why do the knockers attack other people instead of me? And like, were they just trying to ruin the whole world? And yeah, maybe that it's a possibility, but I want to give the knockers more. And maybe this is me just writing in something that isn't actually in the story, but I want to give the knockers more depth than that. I want to give them more credit than that. I want to believe that the knockers have a more I don't want to say righteous, but an ulterior motive that is more than just destruction because life sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like more than just like, oh, I am killing these people because I am an abomination of life, and I have to kill people because they are alive, you know. Instead, we should look at it more of, or I mean, I want to look at it more as like the knockers are doing something on a more global scale, right? Where I think we talked about this in the last season, where the creator seems to be preserving life. The knockers could be doing the same thing, just in a going about it in a different way, right? And maybe it's the complete opposite of like, not maybe they're not preserving life, but the knockers are seeing life as a hindrance to people instead of a good thing, right? Maybe it is the thing, it's the reason that they do this stuff is because Fushi is preserving life, but the knockers don't, they want the opposite of that. Maybe it's life itself that the knockers have a problem with, and since these people are living, they, you know, they pretty much kill them, right? And it's not once again, not a thing of like, oh, the knockers are evil, therefore they have to kill the people that are living because they are abominations of life and stuff like that. No, it seems more like the knockers don't see life as a good thing, right? Death may be the equalizer for the knockers, where it's like, no, you don't want to live, right? Life sucks, life is suffering, so why would you want to do that? And since the creator wants to preserve all that, wants to preserve what the knockers may perceive as suffering, then they are at odds at each other, right? So yeah, I want to give the knockers more depth than they have, and I want to believe that their plan isn't just like senseless violence because they are abominations, but it could just be that, it could just be senseless violence because they are abominations. I think the creator said something about like Fushi needing to like not go out and like control him, but he, let me see, it's right here. It's not as though I can control the minds of others. I can't sense what they're thinking, but you can control people's bodies, can't you? So stop them. Don't you feel anything about this? If that's how you feel, then that's what you should do next. Okay, so no, I think they're saying, I think he's saying more of like, you should stop the knockers from killing people, instead of like, oh no, you should control the knockers, because I thought this was about to be something totally different. That's still on the table. I mean, we have in a lot of ways we have a knocker captive, or at least we know where one is at all times, and this one's kind of special in the way that it's gaining more experience, the same way that Fushi is. So maybe that's not out of the realm of possibility. Like that's still, it's still possible, but until we get there, we won't know. Really, I liked Hisame. We got rid of her quick though. She did not stay for very long, and I get why, because you want to have that time skip because Fushi's immortal, and like you want to show that the bloodline is continuing. So it with Hisame, I kind of feel bad in a lot of ways, because she, as Fushi said, like she's too young to be controlled like that. But then again, Fushi is kind of in the same situation. But we do get get her out of our sight for now. I liked the conversation that Hisame and Fushi had during the campfire, because it did remind me that Fushi actually does not know how children are made, um, which is funny. It's funny, but it also reminds me how much more experience Fushi has not lacks. I should say, Fushi lacks a lot of experience. Now, granted, he has a lot of tools to at his disposal when it comes to like the forms that he can take, which is really cool because it reminds me, like I said this during the episode, but it reminds me of like a video game character in a lot of ways, where Fushi has like these forms that he can take, or like the characters that he can switch between, because each one has like their strengths and weaknesses and stuff like that, which is a really cool way to not tell your story, but like a really cool way to progress combat, I guess you could say. Though this show doesn't have like too much combat, it's a good way to progress how your main character goes about situations, because he has multiple forms that he can take and multiple tools that he can at his disposal because of the forms that he can take and stuff like that. So it almost feels like Fushi is a video game character in a lot of ways, and the creator kind of just made this sim in order to go about handling whatever business they have, right? But yeah, back on track. The whole talk about the birds and the bees like shows me how little Fushi knows about the world and just life in general. So he is very stunted in a lot of ways. So when we get this time skip of, ancestor, or descendant after descendant after descendant, really what I'm looking at is how much is Fushi learning from all of this time that's passing, right? And we see that he's been held up in the room kind of just reading and learning and stuff like that, but he's still gonna need like hands-on experience. He needs to go out there and actually live a little with other people. And with this whole like attack on the knockers, because it seems like throughout the years they have strengthened themselves, they have gotten stronger, they have built their own little like force that to be reckoned with and stuff like that. And it seems like the humans are fighting back a little bit, but with all this happening, this is a perfect time for Fushi to meet people and bond with people, because while war and battles are horrible and it sucks, it is probably a pretty good way for people to bond. So this is probably the best time for Fushi to come out of his room and actually see what the world has to offer, right? So on that note, we should probably talk about the new Descendant, which the Descendants in general is crazy. Having multiple versions, in a lot of ways, of multiple versions of Hayase continuously following you throughout your life, even though you're immortal, is crazy, because it almost seems like Hayase herself found a way to be immortal just by having her descendants go after this guy, right? Which, weird, but hey man, it is what it is. But we have a new descendant, and it's a guy. Now here's the thing, it's still up for grabs for this guy to still have that infatuation, right? Which I expect him to have that infatuation for Fushi. The thing is that infatuation, love, hatred, and all these other emotions can take on different forms. And for Fushi, somebody who is still very much learning about the world and people and all this other stuff, even 100 years later, it might be a good learning experience for I forget his name, Katanaha, something like that. I don't remember. I'll remember eventually, and maybe I shouldn't remember because he might be dead in the next episode. But this is a good time for Fushi to learn the different types of infatuation, and this person may have a more just a different way of expressing love than the others have. Of course it's going to be the same thing because the others have been very close to Fushi and trying their best to get as close as possible to him, but every iteration can't be the same, right? You have to have one that's a little different but still the same old crazy Hayase descendant, right? So this will be a coin flip. This new descendant will be a coin flip. Just because it's a guy doesn't mean that he won't be batshit crazy wanting to fuck Fushi. He definitely could. It's just it's just how crazy will he be and how will that affect Fushi? Like I said, good to see that Fushi is kind of like living life, and I want him to do more of that. However, one thing I did like was seeing Fat Fushi or Fatshi, to just seeing that he actually did go out and like live life. Now he's still living that like nomad life where he's not staying anywhere for too long and stuff like that, but it with seeing him consume so much food that he gained all that weight, kind of warms my heart because it shows me that he is in some way living more life. It's just that it's at a snail's pace, in which Fushi has all the time in the universe. So it's not like it's not horrible for him. It's just that he's learning at his own rate. But this was great. Really like that we're getting so much time pass. Like the time skips, I could see somebody like not enjoying the time skip too much because it could feel like nothing matters really, but to me I'm seeing I want to say I'm seeing the bigger picture, but I may just be a moron. To me it seems like the time skips are simply to show you, like, to remind you like that he's immortal, by the way, and he won't learn simply by hanging around the same person over and over again, or hanging out with nobody. He has to live a multitude of lives in a bevy of time in order to become exactly what the creator wants him to become. Now, whether that's a good or bad thing, who knows? There's still a lot to be said about the creator, and like, are there more of them? Like, is what they're trying to do actually just? Are the knockers all that bad? Are the other creators, if there are more of them, are they as understanding as this creator? Are they more understanding? There's a lot more there's a lot more that could be gleaned from this show that I am very interested in seeing. And honestly, for me personally, I like the time skips, because while it does suck, because it means like, oh, people that you saw like 10 seconds ago in the show are probably now dead. Like, Sandal's dead now. There's no way around it. Sandal's dead. Hisame's dead. Like damn near 3 to 4 descendants after Hisame are dead. It's like a emotional whiplash in a way, and I could see how that could definitely turn into that emotional whiplash, to be like, oh shit, all these people are already dead, right? Which sucks, but I'm liking the pace. It's quick, but it's still getting the message through the viewer, through to the viewer, I should say. So I'm interested in seeing what kind of person this new descendant is, see how crazy they are, and see how what form their infatuation actually takes, you know, because that's probably one of the more important things about these people, is that these descendants have an infatuation that will take many forms, and figuring out what form this one will take will be half the battle. So great episode. Sucks that we lost Tanari so fucking quick. They did not waste any time with that, but hey, you know, she died around loved ones, so I'm okay with that. So let me give, with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.